Hi, this is Digital Femme and welcome to Overland, the YouTube channel that focuses on the OVR.ai platform and its community. So subscribe if you are curious or interested to know about platform developments, more about the people who own overlands, otherwise known as hexagons or hexes, what they're doing with their overlands, and why in the world would you want to join OVR.ai. So before we move on, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Okay, let's get started. This video is actually part 2 of the series Pornography on the Spatial Web. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, just click right up here. Okay, so let's get started. So in part 1, I had introduced the series of Pornography on the Spatial Web, and I pointed out 2 issues that the porn industry may be encountering in regards to publishing content on the OVR.ai platform or the spatial web. And those 2 issues are, number 1, accessibility, and number 2, zoning. Will the porn industry or the hexagon owners / content developers, will they need to adhere to real life zoning laws in terms of where they can publish content or pornographic content, similar to the red light districts in most cities? So in this video, I'm going to talk about a few solutions that addresses the potential barriers for accessibility and zoning. Okay, so let's talk about accessibility. Right now, I'm going to relate this to the OVR.ai platform. It's just going to be easier that way if there's something like really to relate to. It kind of like narrows down the context of things. So we know that OVR.ai is a platform and it has a spatial or geographical spatial layer that covers the whole world. And parts of these layers are called the hexagons, which you can bid on and then eventually own. And each hexagon is 300 square meters. Now we view augmented reality content on OVR.ai through their OVR app, which is downloaded from Google Play or the Apple Store. Okay, so we have it on our phones. Let's say I'm a 14-year-old girl or boy and I downloaded the app because I'm going treasure hunting to look for OVR coins. And then I happen to come across a hexagon where there is mature content. Oh my gosh. Now, if I was a 13 or 14-year-old, especially nowadays with children, they probably wouldn't be alarmed. They might laugh. It will definitely surprise them, but I'm pretty sure 14-year-old boys are going to enjoy it, and maybe girls. I'm just saying. Now the parents might feel differently. So how are we going to prevent the general public from viewing this kind of mature content? Easy, just like what we do on the internet. Although that doesn't really apply because there are websites that you can view porn and you don't even have to pay for a subscription. So where I'm going with this is maybe the OVR.ai app can partner with the porn industry or a certain company that wants to develop and create mature content, and they would have to develop an access within the app where it's probably either a paid subscription, or they would have to go through making sure that they are 18 years of age and over. And how do they do that? I guess by using some kind of governmental ID. So here's the thing about the blockchain. You know that when we create an account on a crypto wallet, we have to go through their KYC process, know your customer, know your client. And right now that includes an email, a government ID that we have to scan, and our face. So there are websites where you can pay for mature content using a credit card. Now anybody can get a credit card, like a 14-year-old person can use their parents' credit card. There are even sites where it asks you, are you of legal age? And if you're not, you just simply say yes and you're in already. However, on the blockchain, and somebody who wants to access that content needs to actually go through a KYC process within the app to access that particular premium mature content, then that could be one way to deal with accessibility, so that somebody actually has to go through that process just to view and experience that content. And obviously, if there was a portion of the app that could handle a system like that, then you know what, they can make up a subscription. You could do monthly, you could do yearly, you could do like on the fly. And I don't know if it could be a standard or it could just be limited to each hexagon, meaning every hexagon can dictate what type of membership fee people can access their mature content. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like Spotify. So that would be one solution to address the issue of accessibility. And number 2 is zoning. So I see 3 solutions for zoning. Number 1, the actual locations of the hexagons correspond with real-life red light districts. Number 2, hexagons who want to host mature content either pay a premium fee to host that content. So once you pay a premium fee, the bundle of that fee ensures security, accessibility, and KYC for their members. I hope I said that right. And number 3, it would be a time period. So each hexagon would need to follow a specific schedule or time period for when the mature content could be accessible. Like let's say from 10 at night till 2 in the morning, similar to the hours of bars and clubs. Well, this ends part 2 of the series Pornography on the Spatial Web. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please consider giving it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because if you want to follow this series, then you'll be able to get notified of when part 3 gets uploaded. So in the next video, I'm going to talk about why a household would want to make sure they own the hexagons on their property. Okay, so thanks for watching, and wherever you are in this world, have a great day, have a great evening, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.